Hey everyone, what's going on? And welcome to some Titanfall 2, which in my opinion is like a really underrated game. It's so much fun, and just a lot of people like compare it to Call of Duty, but like it bothers me because I've played like Call of Duty, and like the most recent one I've played was Black Ops 3. But that was like the last one that was really trying to go off with the whole 3D movement system that Titanfall 2 kind of started and kind of blew up. Or, sorry, Titanfall 1 kind of started and blew up. But, like, the movement system in this game is just so much smoother. And because of the movement system in this game, there is like so much potential of what you can do, and it's just fantastic. Plus, you know, the giant robot battles is pretty amazing. But what makes me sad about this game is really the fact that hardly anyone plays it anymore, which really like is sad to me because it's such a good game. Like, the multiplayer is so good. It's really smooth and fun to play, especially if you like learn how to use the movement system effectively. But it's just so good. I had deleted it for a while, but I recently re-downloaded it, and it's so great. Just like, it's so unique. And I'm really hoping that they work on a sequel to 2 and make it like a Titanfall 3. Because it really deserves it. And like, this game mode, there's, as you saw me just kill 2 enemy players, but there's also like AI, which also can help you can kill to get points, and it's really nice because like at the beginning, trying to play this without like knowing the movement system and how that works and how to use it more to your advantage, it's nice because then you can still contribute even if you're not playing very well against other players. You can still, like, you know, come over here and take out some AI for points, which is really a really awesome thing. And honestly, I just love this game. Oop. That, and another thing that's just phenomenal about this game is the fact that all of the DLC, anything gameplay related, is 100% free, and everyone always gets it. Like, no season pass or anything, none of that. But what they do have microtransactions, but it's not like the loot box kind of microtransactions like in every other game ever right now. It's, you see what the item is in the store. If you want to buy that item, you buy that item, that's exactly what you get. There's no guesswork, no nothing. There's no spending tons of money on loot boxes to get the one item you want out of it. It's just, you purchase it, you get what you paid for. And all the microtransactions are purely cosmetic. So you don't even, there's no reason for you to need to buy any of them. Only reason to buy any of them is to, like, support the game and just, you know, make yourself look cool. Which is really, in my opinion, what microtransactions should be. Oh, Firestar. And then there's the tactical abilities, which are all really cool. Like, I'm using Stim, which basically gives you a brief but really fast speed boost. And it also makes your health regenerate much quicker. And another thing about this game that's cool is that for a lot of guns, you don't really need to aim down sights. Like, you just saw me hip fire that guy. Or actually, let me change to a different... Nope, not that one. Change to a different class. Like, the SMGs, there's no, like, it's not necessary to aim down sights a lot of the time, because it's just so accurate from hip fire. And they have 3 weapons, so kind of like if you know Destiny, how they've got like the 3 weapon slots, like a secondary, a primary, and a heavy weapon. I'm going off of Destiny 1, not Destiny 2, but it's basically the same idea. And so you have that, and you just hold triangle to switch to what is the anti-Titan weapon, which, you know, as the name kind of implies, does more damage to the Titans. Which I'll be calling mine here in a minute. Oh. There. What am I using? I'm using an Ion. So Ion is like one of the very first Titans you can use. And they have, like, when you look at each of the Titans, like a difficulty range of what the game says are the most difficult to use Titans. So this Ion is the easiest, but honestly, for using Ion really well, like, it takes practice. Like, I used to be really bad at using this Titan, and now it's one of my most used out of all of them. It's really fun, because of that laser shot, you can just snipe people from so far away. But it's just so good. And like, there you go. And then I can basically, with that shield, I grab projectiles and then I can release the button to throw them back at enemies. And this, the executions are so good. I haven't gotten any on pilots. On other players or the pilots, you get those by basically sneaking up behind them and holding whatever your melee button is. And they look really good. You can do them on the AI too, but let's be honest, that's most fun. And that is a nuclear ejection, which you want to stay away from. And... oh, I missed. And so if a pilot jumps on you, you can do that and deploy the electric smoke, which is countermeasure, which does damage to them and kills them rather effectively, I might add. And each Titan has, like, if you know, like, hero shooters, how they all have, like, ultimate, like, special abilities. Each Titan kind of has one of those. This one is basically, it shoots a giant laser out of its face, which is pretty sweet. Observe. And it does a ton of damage, and I have an alarm going off, and I'm extremely sorry about that. And when your Titan gets into that, that's the doomed state, you can, like, eject out of your Titan and get away, which is also really nice. Pilot behind me? No. But this is one of the SMGs that I'm using, is the car. It's the first one you get, and it does have, like, a progression, like, unlock system, like a lot of games nowadays. And you can perma-unlock things with credits, which you earn from leveling up and just, like, playing games in general. I am a really high level in this, because I've played a lot of this game. But that's because it's just so awesome. It's a really great game. So, like, with this, I'm gonna jump on him, and I can steal the battery out of this guy's Titan. And if I want, I can run away with it and, say, put it in my Titan, or I can come over here and be like, hey buddy, I got a battery for you, put it in him, restores some of his health, and gives him, like, a little overshield. It also helps you get your Titan faster. which is always good, because who doesn't like giant robot battles? Like, let's be honest here. Giant robot battles are pretty sweet. And that is that Titan's core. And they're like kind of similar classes, like you would be familiar with a lot of hero shooters. I can say that without being dumb. But there's a lot of abilities I can like go show off what a bunch of those are after this game. Like, that's one of the anti-Titan weapons, which basically just shoots a giant ball of electricity straight forward and whoop. Yep, that's North Star. That's one of the Sniper Titans, or the Sniper Titan. Not really something I want to be trying to shoot at from long range with something that doesn't have any sort of tracking. But it's just, honestly, it's a really well-made game, and the campaign is also, like, fantastic. Because one of the biggest complaints a lot of people had with the first game was it had no campaign. And this one not only has a campaign, but it has a really great campaign. Oh, and that's one of the big enemy AI, Reaper. They will mess you up if you're not careful. Mess up your Titan too. They do quite a bit of damage to your Titan. That is phase shift. It's not quite exactly a teleport ability. It basically, what it does is like temporarily takes you into another realm where you can't see any other people, but they also can't see you, and you can't, you know, take damage or anything. So I just grabbed that missile that one of the enemies shot at me and just shot it back at him with that shield. Now I'm gonna try to take at least one of these guys with me. And yep, that was the flame core for Scorch, which is basically like fire, area of effect, damage over time kind of thing. Well, I wonder... Guy's still over there. I really want to put a battery in that Auto Titan. And so that little like battery icon right above me, that's basically the well, there's these things called boosts that are kind of like score streaks, but once your Titan build meter gets to a certain level, it gives you whatever boost it is, and it depends on the boost what it is. That battery, you know, is the battery, it gives overshield. You can steal it from other Titans, you can put it in friendly Titans, so on and so forth. But this is like the epilogue. So once a team wins, it goes to the epilogue, and the enemy team, a dropship comes to pick them up, and they can, if they get into the dropship and it doesn't get destroyed, they fly away and they basically get the same amount of XP as they would if they won. And it's a really cool thing. And once you die, as you've seen, you're dead. But like, yeah, there's the dropship. And it looks like the enemy team's gonna escape, which is good for them. Well, and it doesn't matter how many of them escape. If literally one person on the enemy team gets in that dropship and escapes, then the entire team gets the full amount of experience. So, but it's a really fun game, and I just like recently started playing it again. It's just so much fun. Alright, so that was pretty much Titanfall 2, and I can go more in depth and, well, not particularly in depth, but talk more about like the basic stuff of the game. And just let me know in the comments if you want to see more. Leave a like if you're enjoying it, and I'll see you around.